Emily from Latvia. Hello, Emily. Hello, David. I wrote 2 pages, what my ex-abuser did to me. I had to read it after 3 months of separation as I was starting to feel to forgive him and let him back into my life, but I did not. 15 months no contact so far, and I do not have an urge to read it. Thanks a lot for making this video. Emily from Latvia. And that's great. Thanks for sharing that, because these are things that I suggest, and I like to see people doing it and giving me feedback, especially when it works. It encourages other people to do it. We are facing depression, people, right? This causes depression, and depression means I don't want to do anything for myself and take care of myself. And even if I know that's going to help me, I don't feel like doing it. Okay, and we need to be more mindful of what we're doing. And if we're in relationships with people that abused us, neglected us, and stressed us out and things like this, and it continued, we had to lie to ourselves. We had cognitive dissonance, and we said, oh, it's not this bad. Oh, it's going to get better. Oh, he or she didn't mean it. Oh, they were just drunk. Oh, it's because of their childhood. Oh, maybe I deserved it. Maybe it was something I would do. I'll be a better person, and we'll try harder, and we'll go to counseling. Yeah, all this is lie, 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 saying I'm not worthy of something better. I'm going to stick with it. So that hurts, and I don't get anything I want. Stick there. Come on. Stick in it. Because I always believe that we stay together no matter what. I love that one. I said that too. Yeah, no matter what. Yeah, go ahead and screw my friend. Totally okay. So what I suggest to people who lie to themselves, this whole, for 4 years in a relationship and said it wasn't that bad, I didn't mean it, she was, and then now it's over and we're worried about going back to them. Well, it's going to be really easy to go back to them if there's no bad. If the bad is if the bad is this bad, that's okay. And then we lie to ourselves saying, well, I love him. I love her. She's pretty good. I feel good sometimes. And now now I'm going to go back to them. No. If you have to, you write down on a paper, because there's a lot. There's a lot that you compromised, that you sacrificed, that you ignored, that you neglected, that you lost. And I'm not talking about just what you lost that you had. You even lost a lot of things that you could have had. A lot of things you might have or start attaining now, like peace and love and relationships that we invest in. Write it down. Itemize that stuff, and don't go put it on your phone and file it away and go put it in your computer. When I ask my clients, where is it? Oh, it's somewhere. I know it is. No. I had a client once, literally, was so deathly afraid of going back to his ex because she was so toxic and he was so addicted and lied to himself so bad. He wrote his bad list on the wall from the ceiling to the floor next to the door, and he put his phone by it. So when she calls, texts, comes by the door, I'm leaving to go see her, I got to see that stuff, and I got to see how bad it really is. Because if you ask a drug addict about their addiction, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. I got it all under control. Oh, the way I look, that's not from heroin. Methamphetamines, no. Thanks, Emily. I'm glad it worked for you. Thank you for sharing that and letting us know. Mike, don't know where you're from. Let us know where you are from, Mike, please. To anyone dealing with a narcissist, you got to realize you are interacting with an enemy. Not a lover, not a partner, not a mother or whatever, an enemy. This person wants to tear you down and destroy you. You can't listen to their words. It's poisonous manipulation. Telling lies to keep you confused and off balance is part and parcel with them. It's the cognitive dissonance scrambling your brains and killing your ability to think rationally, keeping you stuck. They don't love you. Once I got this, it became much easier to stay away. You are literally putting your life and sanity on the line if you keep dealing with them. Peace. And I just wanted to read it because it's good. A lot of people just need to see this sometime in their life. And I commented saying it's sleeping with the enemy. Okay, Chris, let us know where you're from. Tell us your locations. Oh, you did in the middle of it. I'm sorry. Northern Michigan. Okay. And Chris is a female. Maybe it's Christina. Hello, Hello, David. I need some honest advice. I feel torn between two choices. Cool, I'm going to make that for you. Just kidding. On one hand, I want to move to New York, but you're from Northern Michigan, to be with an honest, good-hearted man. The thought of being with him and even starting a family makes me think the move and hassle would be worth it. I think we would make a solid partnership. Having a family is my next life goal. However, I spent the past year getting established here in Michigan, in a Michigan town that I love. I'm just getting comfortable with my job as a nurse. I am making healthy friendships for the first time in my life. I'm scared to give that all up and start over somewhere new and completely different from home. I don't feel like I can always trust myself to make good choices when it comes to men, since my last relationships have been abusive. Could you offer me some outside insight? Thank you for all that you do, Chris. Okay. Well, Chris, obviously I can't tell you what to do, but let's see if I can help you a little bit here. I just got to say, your last relationships have been abusive. And it continues until we do the right thing to stop that. What have you done, Chris? Rhetorical. Feel free to tell me. Feel free to tell me it down below, and we can continue this conversation next week, for sure. I don't want you to make the same mistake you've made before. Mistakes are great. Same ones, damaging. You put on an S on your abusive relationship. You've had abusive relationships. There's a problem, Chris. Have you identified that problem and have you fixed it? Do you know what a healthy, loving, growing, functional relationship consists of? I say it in my videos. Do you understand it? Do you know how to apply it? Because we also have to feel worthy of it. And that's the important part. Boundaries aren't just, oh, I know that's bad. No, it's I want to accept that because I'm worthy of better. Okay? There's a lot going on here. I would be able to help you a lot more talking to you. Just answering here, it's a little difficult. Take your time, visit him, right? Visit him. I hope you have. I'm guessing you have. How long have you known him? What has his relationships been like? Have they all been dysfunctional or neglectful or even abusive as well? Because that's not good. We got two people that don't know how to have a relationship, trying to have a relationship. It helps if at least one does. Take your time, Chris. Take your time. There's a lot more to relationships than physical. It's emotional. Get to know this person even more. Talk to them and see how you guys are together. Go visit him and stay with him. Have him visit you, whatever, eventually. But I hope you have, or I hope you do before you make a choice like this. And weigh out the measures. I mean, you've gotten established where you are. It sounds pretty good. Can he go to you? So maybe try to get him to visit you and see if he likes Northern Michigan. I bet he won't, but I'm just kidding. I have family in Michigan. It's a great place. Beautiful. Take your time, Chris. Talk to a professional and ask them. If you were seeing me, if you were in front of me and we had an hour, I would want to know some about him, and I'd want to know stuff about both of you and what you've built and what you've gone through and how long it's been and how well you know this person. And I would highly suggest you visit them, have them visit you, and things like this. But I would really, if it was the first hour I'm seeing you, I'm getting to know you, I'm going to start quizzing you about relationships, and I want to know what you know. And I want to quiz you on your self-worth. Because if I found out, Chris, they haven't learned what a healthy relationship is yet, because you've just had failed ones, then I'd say, no, don't do it. If I found out that your self-worth is kind of low and you don't have the best boundaries, I'd say, don't do it. Okay? The cool thing about this, Chris, is you have time. If you love him and he loves you, both of you will wait. You'll wait and you can visit and see each other. That's not very far away. Michigan and New York City. Okay? I've done the drive. Not very far. You can do this. You guys can make it work. Lots of communication. Really get to know each other more and more. And it would really benefit you, Chris, to see a professional. Okay? All right? That's just, I'm going by the information you've given me. Still not a lot. Why don't you give me some more? Why don't you tell me what you think? Okay? And I'll try to see if I can help you more. Thanks, Chris. Emily from South Africa. Hello, Emily. Hope you had a good time on vacation. Thank you. I did. Thank you. Happiness and self-worth that is based on external things like validation and accomplishments quickly fades. How can you shift your source of happiness and self-worth so that it comes from inside of yourself? Beautiful question, Emily. So think of it this way, okay? And you're right. What narcissists value are external stimuli. So drugs make us feel good, but then it fades and makes us feel bad. Sex can, if it's just sex with prostitutes and stuff like this, it may feel good. I don't know, but I know that I've had one night stand before, and it can feel good, but it doesn't feel good later. Money is great, then it's never enough. I can go on. These are all external stimuli that narcissists are addicted to, okay? And attention from people, but nothing from coming from inside. That's why narcissists have this much self-worth. So how do we do it from inside? Because that is eternal. That stays. All right. And so let me say this. We have consciousness and subconsciousness, right? We have awareness. And this means, what I'm aware of, what I see, what I know. And then there's a lot of other things I'm not too aware of. Let's say your subconscious is constantly asking you, everyone out there, if your life is better or if your life is more important and worth more than whatever you're doing. It's asking you all the time. So little decisions you make and choices you make and the things you do for yourself and other people, it answers that. And the more you're aware of this, the more you'll start being mindful of what you're doing. Okay? Some of the things you can do is take supplements, self-care. You have to feel worthy of it. Boundaries is a measure of your self-worth. So when you tell somebody don't do that, you ask somebody to do that, when you feel that you don't like that, that's uncomfortable, stressed, these kinds of things, stop it. That raises your self-worth because you have to feel worthy of doing it. Okay? So telling somebody, asking them not to do that, raises your self-worth. If they continue to do that and you get away from them, it raises your self-worth. Okay? Being true to who you are. If you value respect and integrity and honesty, show those things. Let them show in all of your actions, behaviors, choices, and decisions and how you treat people. This raises your self-worth. So being aware of this and then being very mindful of what you're doing raises your self-worth. Dwelling on negativity lowers your self-worth. Okay? If you need help and going to find that help raises your self-worth. Paying for that help raises your self-worth. Sticking with your appointment raises self-worth. Doing everything this therapist, doctor, life coach told you to do raises your self-worth because you have to feel worthy of all of it. I've had people say, David, I can't afford your coaching, sorry. And I've said, what can you afford? Don't hear from them. They don't feel worthy of it. They don't feel worthy of it. All of you guys out there that are struggling and you don't know how to get better and you don't ask for help, it's because you don't feel worthy of it. And you show and raise your self-worth by showing yourself, your consciousness, the people around you, the world, that you are worthy of it. Okay? So anything that's self-care, any decision and choice you make and behaviors that are good for you will raise your self-worth. Keeping negativity out and stress and toxic people raises your self-worth. Okay? I hope I made myself clear. Keep asking, Emily, and thank you. All right, not many left. 17, the eye of, I don't know, Djibouti. It's supposed to be funny. The eye of Djibouti. 17 months, no contact, still love and hate her. And I'm sorry. And I wrote here, healing means you don't hate or love her. The more you love yourself, the more you will heal, I promise. You're confused, right? Because I'm not going to tell you that's not hate, but it's not love. Strong emotions. I don't think love is one of them. Thank you for sharing. And please get help, okay? We all need help. Looks like you need some help with this. Because 17 months no contact and you still think you love her, there's something wrong. And we're not progressing, okay? I bet that's exactly how you felt the day it ended 17 months ago. So we're not really going anywhere with this, okay? Don't do that. You're wasting your life. I tell people, whenever you're ready and comfortable to do it, but 17 months will turn into 17 years. I see it all the time, okay? Thank you. That's how we're talking about self-worth. And I think that's all of them. Yes, that's it. That's all the questions. Not that many this time, but great ones always. Please keep asking everybody. Please, please, please ask questions, learn, grow, heal. Let's do this together, okay? Thank you, everybody. Love your self-worth. Love yourself, love your self-worth, and love yourself first. I'll see you guys next week. Anybody wants coaching? DavidDemars.com. Links down below. Take care, everybody. Happy Independence Day.